Hi, here we are on NZOWN, brand new set. You probably haven't seen this one before because we haven't shot here before. I don't know why I said that, it's kind of interesting. Here with Coco from Coco Solid. Fantastic to have you here.
Thanks, it's good to be here.
Yeah. Look, let's talk Coco Solid stuff.
Yeah, cool.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
How about some history, a potted history of Coco Solid? What was the earliest incarnation?
The earliest incarnation was I was in a girl group in about 2000 called The Pussies, and I was Coco Solid in that. There was 4 of us, and then that broke up and I still wanted to kind of make music, so I stepped out on my own and I put out my first album, Rap and Roll, which was recorded on a cassette tape. There's about 10 or 15 copies of that, and that kind of got people at like the radio stations and things like that, so I put it on CD and it did way better than I thought it should or would. And then on it I had my friend Eric Ultimate, who was just kind of an electro DJ at the time, but he was like my favourite cameo on the whole thing, so I said, you know, we're going to do a follow-up album which was Denim and Leather, and him and me, we did all of the material together, and pretty much from there, you know, videos and live shows, and we did a world tour with our DJ Harm Baby, and our producer LC5, just a rock and roll guy, and yeah,
and here we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so who was producing the Rap and Roll album?
I did that. I did Rap and Roll by myself. I did the beats, and I just recruited any of my friends I had lying around, and yeah, I'd straight go up to people's houses with my kind of beats, put the cassette in the recorder and be like, yeah, let's do this, and I did that for, I think there's 9 tracks. Yeah, it was really good. It was, at the time it made a lot of people go, but I knew what I was into at the time, and I was really into that kind of lo-fi DIY, but kind of electro sci-fi thing, you know.
Yeah. Okay, and also Gizmotron's kind of stepped up, and he's producing a bit more on Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, isn't he? Oh, sorry, Bombs.
Yeah.
Don't want to get it mixed up with Marilyn Monroe.
Gizmotron has produced 3 tracks. He's produced Crime Fighters, which is the new single with the video that you're going to play, and Nutbusters and Satin Sheets. Yeah, he's a very talented guy, and he really kind of gets what Eric and I find funny and what musically we're willing to do, which is anything. So he goes for it because he's got the resources and the know-how, you know.
Has Ray Parker Jr. cleared the sample for Nutbusters?
I think it's a Commodore 64 MIDI sample, so it would be the kind of, not to get on that tip, but this is what I've heard.
Is it from the computer game?
Yeah, it's from the computer game. Not that I imagine that we will generate, you know, so much that would threaten Ray Parker's estate. But, you know, Ray, if you're listening, you know, we can talk about it.
Okay, where was the new album written and recorded?
The new album, Gentlemen Prefer Bombs, was written and recorded in 1 week at my flat. And it was in my lounge, and I had just been made redundant that week, and I said, hey, this is a better time than any, let's do it, and everyone just kind of came over from their respective places, and just every night, a different night, you know, a different producer, and LC5 was there the whole time, kind of just doing the engineering and stuff, and me and Eric would just kind of, we had a loose understanding of the beats and stuff, but most of it we just made up at the time. You know, we'd be like, okay, yeah, let's do this. Is that what it sounds like? Let's write it. And then, yeah, we laid it out over about six days.
So I guess then, in terms of the hard work that goes into being Coco Solid, there's this implied effortlessness in the music and the lyrics and everything, and judging by the sounds of your description of recording the album, there is a certain effortlessness that it just sort of happens for you.
Well, I have tried more tried and true, pedantic, professional methods, you know, and I just don't get the same feeling. I don't, out of music, you know, when I do it on a more colloquial, casual, kind of friendly way, and you're surrounded, when you're in an environment with your mates and you're kind of, it's all a bit more fun-loving, the music you get is, you know, it reflects that, and there is an implied effortlessness, and I like that. I think when people kind of, you know, ask me, oh, is it kind of faux or whatever, it's not. We really are just like that, and most of the time we don't really have the materials or the time or the budget to really rise above that, and I'm cool with that. It's just the cards we've been dealt as a band, and I reckon I can make the best of it. I reckon we do okay.
Okay, the video Crime Fighters, who directed that and did the animation for it?
A very talented newcomer called Alex Zakowski did the video for Crime Fighters. He has been working on it intensively for the last, I think, 2 to 3 months. The reason being that it is 2,000 hand-drawn kind of rotoscoped images with like ballpoint pens and highlighters and things like that. And he kind of had to farm out certain sequences to other animators, all different friends of ours, and even Eric and myself. We animated bits of it, but yeah, it was a big job, and it was his baby, and he's done an amazing job. I'm really thankful. Yeah.
Awesome. Excellent. Hey, well, look, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, no worries. Why don't we check out the new video now? This is Crime Fighters by Coco Solid off the new album Gentlemen Prefer Bombs.